Are you a reseller that's struggling to find inventory? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 different ways on how to find inventory from your house without even leaving your couch. If you do need some more reselling help, check out the link in the description below. We have a free resellers course, and then also if you wanted to support the channel, there is a $24.99 full-blown eBay reseller course that will help you make tons and tons of money. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so we're here at the computer, and the first place that we're going to check out is super easy and anyone can access this. It's Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people overlook this amazing marketplace, and I don't understand why. Now, I am not the biggest fan of Facebook and Instagram. I think they do a lot of awful things. I don't like the idea of the metaverse. I don't like a lot of things they're doing. But the marketplace is awesome. I have found some amazing things. I have sold things on there really quickly, and it's a great way to source. Now, let me just show you one trick that kind of helps you get things before everyone else. So my favorite way to source on here is to actually go to the newly listed items. Now, if you go on here, it might take you a while to find them because Facebook wants to show you like all the sponsored crap and all those good things. But eventually you'll come to this newly listed area. What I would do is click See All. And now from here, you have everything that's just come in. Now, the biggest thing with any sort of marketplace like this is you have to be fast. If you find a good deal, do not wait, do not mull it over, do not talk to your spouse about it, go buy it. If it's a great deal and you know you can make some money on it, message that person immediately and say you're ready to buy. I have seen things go on Facebook within a couple minutes, so you need to be fast. Do not hesitate because that item will be gone. Because remember, there's probably 50 other resellers in your area doing the same exact thing. So do this quickly. Sort by newly listed because it'll give you the freshest inventory. And then let me show you one more trick on here. Facebook now shows you shipping stuff and they show you stuff that's locally available, which is kind of annoying that they mix it in. But if you go on here under delivery method and you just select local pickup, this is how you see items that are in your local area. This Dymo 4XL printer, for example, it's in Cheyenne, Wyoming, which is about 30 minutes from us. If this was closer, I would go buy this because this printer, they go for around 130, 140 used. I would try to get this one for $75. There's a huge Lego collection. Maybe you're a Lego person and you know something I don't. Maybe that's a great item to part out, whatever. Facebook is great too because there's a lot of free stuff. People give things away on here all the time. I've given away so much free junk that I didn't want on here and people have came and got it within minutes. So look out for that as well. Don't overlook Facebook and don't overlook the shipping stuff because some people will ship stuff on here and it's really, really cheap. So just take a look at this, spend some time on here, go on here every single day for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just scroll through there and see what you find. You never know. Now the second method, it's super similar, but it's going to kind of break down into 2 things. It's using Craigslist or other local marketplaces. So people think Craigslist is dead. That's not necessarily true. In a lot of parts of the country, Craigslist is still amazing. There's still great deals on there. It is a valuable source for sourcing inventory to resell. Whether you're trying to get free stuff or whether you're trying to pay for stuff, it is still awesome. For me on Craigslist, I would start in the free section. You just never know what you're gonna find here. People give away the darnest things, especially if you have a truck or a larger vehicle and you can pick up furniture or things like that. Those are really easy flips that people give away for free all the time because they don't wanna haul them themselves. So if you don't mind doing that, that could be an instant side hustle for you right there. Now, Craigslist is the same thing. Try to look at the newly listed items before you look at the older items. There's not much more to say about Craigslist. I wish I could spend an hour talking about it, but same thing as Facebook Marketplace. Sort by newly listed, try to find the best deals. Now, moving on to the second part of this equation is learning local marketplaces in your local area. So everyone knows about Craigslist, everyone knows about Facebook. Those things are countrywide, right? Every single state has them, every city has Craigslist. But not every single city has their own like third-party marketplace. In Utah, when we lived there, there was KSL.com. KSL was like the major media company, but they had a classified section, and it was so good. Think of it as like a marriage between Craigslist and Facebook. It is so amazing. If you do live in Utah, I highly suggest you use KSL. I'm sure if you live in Utah, you already do use it because everyone uses it. Just filtering through here, I mean, if you want to buy some rabbits, you could buy some rabbits, some Firestone tires, some skis. It's just another great way to find inventory. Again, you're going to your local market, but this is something that people may not think of. They may not look towards their local media company to have a classified section, but a lot of them do. A lot of newspapers are moving their classifieds online because now they can sell advertising, they can promote listings, they can do all these things, and it makes it easier for people to buy, sell, and trade. So look into your local area, see if there's any sort of option like this, like there was back in Utah for us. Another option, which is kind of like a jab to the heart for any of us who have been resellers for a long time, shopgoodwill.com. If you've noticed, Goodwill does not have a lot of really cool items on their shelves over like the past few years, like Xboxes and video games. A lot of that kind of stuff does not make it to the shelves. I'm going to show you exactly where it goes, and it's going to piss you off if you didn't know about this already. Shopgoodwill.com is Goodwill's auction website, right? So like, look at this. You could buy a giant SD memory card lot, 1 terabyte. You could buy a surround sound, a Wii U, a huge lot of Xbox stuff. I mean, this is where all the good stuff goes. If you've wondered where all the priceless gems and the rare items have gone from the Goodwill stores, this is exactly where. They have people in the back that pull this stuff out before it ever gets to the shelves, and this is where it goes. So it kind of sucks for us resellers, but it shows you that Goodwill is not like this amazing company, right? They're definitely trying to make a profit. They're using their resources to make the most amount of money possible, but there is still money to be made. There's a small caveat. It's really hard to get good deals on shopgoodwill.com because, again, it's online. People treat it just like eBay, so they'll bid it up. It's hard to get stuff that you're going to resell through shopgoodwill.com. But there is one trick. So not a lot of people know about this trick, but I'm going to show it to you guys to help you out. If you go up here to advanced, what you're going to want to do is go to location, right? And down here, you're just going to select the closest location to you. Let's just say I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to select Fort Lauderdale, and now we're going to search, and now all the results are only in the Fort Lauderdale Goodwill. Now, just to prove a point how crazy this is, they have almost 4,000 listings just from this one store. That is insane. Like, that blows my mind. It pisses me off and it blows my mind at the same time. What you can do here is find good deals on larger, bulkier stuff or lots that people don't want to pay to ship, or that Goodwill won't even ship themselves. So if you can pick it up locally, you can make a few bucks. This is the only way I've made money through this. Back in Utah, I was about an hour away from the Goodwill that actually did this. It was okay. I found a few good items, like large lots of like motorcycle clothing or like random things like that that are larger and bigger to ship. You can find that kind of stuff on here. If you scroll down and actually filter it some more, you can actually go to show pickup items only, and you can see they have 186 results. So a TV, a storage box, a chair. For some reason, these ice skates are only pickup only. So you may be able to make some money off of like this section, right? If it's in your local area, you can maybe get lucky and find something bigger. Not every Goodwill does this. So like I have 6 Goodwills around me. The only one that does the shop Goodwill thing is about 2.5 hours away. It's not really worth it for me to go pick stuff up because it's just so far away. So I'm guessing the Goodwills all individually pull stuff out from the back and then they ship them off to one larger Goodwill, which is typically like a Goodwill outlet type warehouse store where you usually pick these things up. So that is just something to note. Don't get too excited. The Goodwill down your street may not be offering this, and you may have to travel several hours to be able to use this option. But it's still an option, and I hope it didn't break your heart as a reseller. Now, this last option, I'm kind of hesitant to tell you guys, not because I'm like scared you're gonna steal inventory. I'm more so worried about you and your income and your pockets. Liquidations. You can source liquidations from all sorts of companies. There's bstock.com, there's liquidation.com, there's all these places. It worries me because people buy these large lots of pallets or truckloads, and then they get a bunch of junk delivered to them. So if you do this, please don't blame me if you order a bunch of junk. Don't buy stuff that's customer returns, because 99% of the time, you're not gonna do so well on it. Unless you have a great source, unless you've been doing it for years, I highly advise against it. This is bstock.com. They have all of the major companies you could ever imagine. So Best Buy, Amazon, Target, literally everything you can ever imagine is coming through bstock. This is a place I would trust because a lot of people get stuff from bstock. A lot of like even third-party liquidators that'll break down truckloads into pallets. This is where they're getting items. Again, you have to be careful. You have to know what you're buying because customer returns and shelf pulls, they are very, very different. So please do your research. And if you want to learn more about liquidations and B stock, watch this video up here. It should help you out. I've talked about liquidations on here several times. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please, please, please help me out. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, cheers.